How you doing, huh?
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Oh, no complaints. How come you're not wheeling and dealing over World Oil?
Tomorrow I wheel and deal. Right now I'm waiting for some titles to be cleared on the land I want to buy. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do until the title search is completed. Oh, what am I telling you that for? You know about all those things. Where is the land? Mississippi. Oh, by the way, I talked to someone yesterday who said that Bubba Wadsworth is in Jackson. He's checking on some land that he's trying to buy.
Well, if he gets convicted for attempted rape, he's going to have to do his wheeling and dealing from jail.
Do you really think that he'll be convicted?
Oh, I doubt it. For one thing, his lawyer's going to delay the trial for as long as possible. 9 months, a year, maybe even longer. And it's going to come down to Bubba's word against Lurlene's. I'm not too optimistic about it.
Honey, don't tell Lurleen that.
No, I won't.
How's Lurleen this morning?
She's a little better. She's calmer. She's upstairs right now talking to Kate. She should be down soon.
If you don't feel like doing this, Lurleen.
I want to.
Well, honey, if you get tired or bored, just put it all away.
I feel fine, Miss Kate. You know, Granddaddy told me about a lot of the people in these pictures. Especially Mr. Marshall. Granddaddy really admired him.
Everybody in Texas admired Mr. Marshall. Including me.
He was a handsome man.
You know, your face looks much better today, dear. Swelling's gone down, and that's not as discolored as it was yesterday.
It hardly hurts anymore.
How's your headache?
It's not as bad today. I'm really sorry about going to pieces when I found my cat dead yesterday.
Oh, honey, don't apologize.
I can't understand what happened to it. He seemed so strong and healthy to me.
Well, now, Guy said that he thought maybe the little kitten crawled in under the hay and was smothered.
It was probably my fault.
No. No, now, it wasn't anyone's fault. Don't think like that. It's all right.
Where did you get this?
It's a detective story. One of the cops outside gave it to me.
Well, that was nice of him.
Yeah, I'm getting to know those cops who guard the door pretty good. I figure they'll throw me a going-away party when they cart me off to prison. I'm sorry, I know that wasn't funny. What you thinking about?
Joe, I want you to talk to my brother Ricky.
Hey, I thought you were on your way to the station when you left this morning.
Oh, I was, but then I remembered I wanted to get myself a thermos of coffee to take with me. I can't drink one more cup of that awful stuff from the commissary.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What are you doing here?
Well, I stopped at the diner, you know, down the street from the apartment to get the coffee, and I forgot to ask him for sugar. So I came over to the coop and got some sugar here. See, Roy always keeps it under his bar.
You don't have to lie to me, Ruby. I know exactly what you're doing.
You do?
Yeah. I'm not in such a hurry to get to KVIK either, not after what you told me happened yesterday.
Oh, you mean about, Phil going on the rampage because Billy Joe was made co-host?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might need a drink myself if I have to deal with Phil Roberts.
Yeah, things were pretty wild last night. He was pretty crazy.
Well, I bet they won't be much different today.
You know, I have the feeling you're right.
Dave, all you gotta do is keep Phil in focus. Forget the artsy stuff. Your job is to get the shot the director wants. I don't want to have to come down here every day,
Pardon
every
me,
3
Dave.
days. Yes, Millie. What is it?
Have you seen Phil yet this morning?
No, I haven't. Why?
I just passed makeup. They have their work cut out for them today.
What do you mean?
I think Phil's hitting the sauce again.
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey.
Thank you.
Did Ginny tell you about Lurlene's kitten dying?
Yes. Poor thing. She used that kitten to try to forget about her incident with Bubba.
I just wish she'd deal with what really happened. She keeps trying to ignore it. She's never going to be able to come to terms with anything.
We keep talking to her about it, but she doesn't even want to think about it.
She'll talk when she's ready to.
I just don't want to push her.
But someone has to convince her not to feel guilty. She just has to understand that it's not her fault that Bubba tried to rape her.
I've told her that over and over again.
But she doesn't believe it.
Well, not yet.
Look, I think she needs some professional help, a counseling service.
Ryan, if she won't talk to Ginny about her feelings, she's certainly not going to talk to someone she doesn't even know.
Well, I think she'll be more open with someone who's been through the same experience.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but she won't talk.
There's no telling what her attitude's going to be towards men now. I hate if she was terrified of every man she met and afraid to have a relationship.
Ryan, I won't let that happen.
Hi, Kate. Hello, Rita. Hello, darling.
Are you surviving without having Justin underfoot?
I'm just doing fine. He called me last night from the yacht.
Oh, well, that was nice. How's the little mother-to-be?
Well, Ashley is fine. Are you enjoying being a businesswoman?
So far, so good. You don't approve, do you?
Not of your being in the oil business, no. But if it makes you happy, that's what's important.
Kate, would you like a cup of coffee?
No, thank you. I think I'll go on over to Buddy and Wanda's. I may even stay for lunch, all right?
Oh, okay. We're going to go riding.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye. You know, Lurleen has really grown attached to that Max's jacket, the one that you gave her. I think she thinks of it as a security blanket.
I can certainly understand that. Felt the same way about Max's red flannel shirt.
I know.
I found it the other day at the cabin. Did you take it over there?
Yes?
Rena, do you still feel that you need it?
I didn't think so. But I'm not so sure now.
Honey, you went to your first party the other night. You're just in the process of starting a new job. I think you're doing terrific.
How was the party? Did you have fun?
No. I kept thinking about Max. Margaret Hanson asked me to be on her interview show.
You didn't tell me that.
She called today to confirm the taping.
Mean you accepted?
I certainly did. I intend to tell everyone in Houston how Justin framed you.
Elaine, I don't understand. Why you want me to talk to your brother Ricky?
Because he was a sheriff's deputy once, and he knows how important it is for you to have a good lawyer.
Oh, let's not start on that again. The state's going to get me a lawyer. That's going to be fine.
No, it's not going to be fine, Joe. Now, you don't even necessarily know you're going to get a good lawyer.
It doesn't matter what kind of lawyer I get. They're going to send me up the river no matter what kind of defense I have.
I don't believe that.
Well, it's true.
No. Joe, if you put up a good fight and you have a good lawyer representing you, then you've got a chance.
Elaine, I killed a man.
That was an accident.
They won't care. When it comes to people like me, from my background, they never do.
Don't say that.
I'm a nobody.
Joe, please. Please. Just talk to Ricky.
Okay. If it'll make you happy, I'll talk to Ricky.
Phil, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
How am I supposed to look? The day after you took half my show away from me and gave it to some moron who hadn't set foot inside a TV station until a little more than a month ago.
Billy Joe Wright is not a moron.
I don't want to hear about it.
Have you been drinking?
What, you crazy? Of course not. I think I'm coming down with something.
I gotta know the truth, Phil.
Well, that is the truth. If you don't stop bugging me, I'm going to pick you up by that scrawny little physique and eject you from the studio.
I'm only trying to help you, Phil.
Oh, yeah. You were a big help yesterday when you gave half my show away to Billy Joe Wright. That kind of help I don't need.
I was only thinking of the show, Phil. You know, it means as much to me as it does to you. I am the producer of the show, don't forget.
I wish I could forget.
You know, I'm going to go and call Joan, and I'm going to ask her if you've been drinking.
Please be my guest. Call my wife. Just leave me alone. Leave me in peace.
Phil, if you'd just be honest with me, we could do something about it.
I told you to leave me alone.
We could get you back into Longview Sanitarium.
Oh, no, yeah, and give Billy Joe Wright the whole show then, huh? No, I'm not going back to Longview Sanitarium or anywhere else. I'm going to stay right here, and not you or the boy wonder Billy Joe Wright or Vicki Bellman herself is going to get rid of Phil Roberts until he's good and ready to go.
Well, I guess I better get going over to KVIK. Can't put it off any longer.
You and Ben still working out the details to Billy Joe's new contract?
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to do today.
Billy Joe's going to be making a small fortune now.
With me as his manager, he will. Hey, big brother.
Morning.
I was just getting ready to go over to KVIK to iron out the final details of your contract.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that the other night. Right after the show, but I couldn't find you. Where'd you disappear to anyway?
What does Vicki think about your appearing on Margaret Hanson's show?
Naturally, she's not very happy about it.
I'm not either.
I think it's a terrific idea.
So do I.
Well, you be careful of Margaret. She's very clever, and she's a real pro, so don't tangle with her.
All I'm going to do is answer her questions and tell everyone how she manipulated the press to help Justin ruin you.
Oh, come on, Rena. It's over. Just forget it.
Ryan, how can you say that? What about all those people who still think that you misuse company funds? Don't you care about whether they know the truth or not?
I certainly care.
Yes, I care about my friends. They know the truth. The rest, it just doesn't matter.
Well, I personally don't like seeing you being railroaded out of the office. And I'm going to set the record straight.
You cannot accuse Justin of framing me. You have no proof.
I'll be subtle, okay? Just look for the right opportunity. Hmm?
I don't like it, Rena. I think you should call Margaret. I think you should tell her that you're having a business in Fort Worth or someplace, but just stay away from her.
I can handle Margaret.
At least you know how I feel, don't you? Let's go riding, huh?
Okay. I'll go get Lurleen.
Talked to Cody today. He told me that Barrett and Steve were spotted just outside of Denver, but they disappeared again. Ryan, I just have this feeling that Steve is going to call someone and find out how Ginny is.
Kate does, too. I sure hope for Ginny's sake he does.
How's the family photograph album coming along?
Fine. It's really fascinating going through all these old pictures. Look at this one of Miss Kate.
Oh, it's lovely.
Look at the dress she was wearing. I'd love to have been a girl back when Miss Kate was. Clothes were so beautiful.
You know, I think that Kate has some of these dresses upstairs in the attic. We should go take a look at them. Maybe we could find one that we could alter for you to wear.
I saw a picture of my mother and father on their wedding day. Mama had a dress like this.
Maybe you can have a dress like that on your wedding day.
I'll never get married, Jenny.
Honey, of course you will. Some nice young man will come along. Maybe someone like Caleb. You know, he called twice this morning. Why don't you talk to him?
He knows what Bubba tried to do to me.
Yes, and I know that he wants to help you.
I can't talk to him about this, Jenny. And I don't want to see him anymore either.
Honey, I think Caleb would be very understanding. You two have known each other for a long time. I mean, you've gone out a lot. You've spent time together.
He asked me to spend the night with him last week. But I told him I wasn't ready to commit myself to anyone that way.
What did Caleb say?
He told me he'd wait till I was ready. But now he's going to think I lied to him. That I was more interested in Bubba than him. That I led Bubba on and then changed my mind.
I don't think Caleb will think that.
Yes, he will. Honey.
Caleb knows what kind of person Bubba Wadsworth is. But more importantly, he knows what kind of person you are. I know he cares a great deal about you. Just give him a chance to prove himself.
Suppose you're wrong about the way he feels.
Well, I don't think I am, but you're not going to know that unless you talk to him. Now, take his call the next time it comes. You know, all men are not mean and vicious like Bubba Wadsworth.
Bubba thinks I'm trash.
Well, you know that's not true. Please, talk to Caleb when he calls. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, Rena's downstairs, and we're going to go riding. Why don't you come with us?
I want to work on the album.
Well, you can do that later.
No, you go on, okay? I have some thinking to do.
Will you be all right?
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I thought you said you were here at the coop last night.
Well, I was. At least I was later.
Well, how much later? I mean, I called you not long after the show, and Roy said he couldn't find you anywhere.
Oh. Well, I guess I might as well confess, seeing as how it's all going to come out sooner or later anyway.
What's going to come out sooner or later?
Last night I was with a man from a record company trying to make a record deal for Ricky.
What record company?
I'd rather not say.
Well, why not?
Well, you know, the deal is brand new. We just started working it out, and I don't want to jinx it by talking about it. But I can say this. By this time next year, you should be well on your way to being one of the hottest recording stars in the entire country.
If the deal goes through.
It will.
That's great.
I know. Both my clients are starting to rake in the dough. I think we should have a little celebration.
Right now?
No, tonight. Right now, I think we should go over to KVIK and sign those contracts. You ready?
Sure, let's go.
Hey, don't forget you're singing tonight.
Oh, no, I'll see you over there later.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Billy Joe.
Elena?
Hey, Elena.
Hi, Ricky.
I'm really surprised to see you here. How are you?
Well, I'm okay. Billy Joe and Ruby are sure off somewhere in a hurry.
Yeah, Billy Joe was just made the new co-host of the Phil Roberts show. They're on the way over to sign the contracts.
Oh, that's terrific. Does he start right away?
Well, I think he's on today's show. Oh, and Ruby just said she's working on a record deal for me.
That's wonderful.
Did you just come from the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
How's Joe?
He's all right. He doesn't want me to get a lawyer for him, Ricky.
Honey, that's his prerogative, isn't it?
Will you talk to him for me?
Hello, Bo. I'm sorry it took me so long to call you.
Expect you to stop by the motel here this morning, Ruby. Thought it'd be a real nice way to start the day.
Yeah, well, I had a lot to do this morning.
Yeah? Where you calling from, the coop?
No, I couldn't call you from there. Ricky came by.
Well, I guess I'll just have to visit you over there at KVIK. Seems like that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to see my wife.
Oh, you can't do that. Ricky's on the show today.
I want to see you, Ruby.
Well, you can see me later.
Oh, yeah? When?
After the show.
What if you have to go with that Phil Roberts again?
Not a chance that's going to happen.
Why not?
Because after I finish with him today, he's not going to feel like going anywhere with anybody.
Have you seen him yet today?
No, I think he's in the office. But I heard a wardrobe lady talking about him. Sounds like he's in pretty bad shape.
Now, isn't that just too bad?
Oh, yes, it is. And I got the perfect thing to perk him up.
a thermos full of Ruby's special coffee.
Joe, this is my brother Ricky. Ricky, this is Joe Foster.
Well?
Well, I guess I'll go wait outside in the corridor while you two talk.
You're not going away.
No, I'll be right outside. I'll see you later.
She's one great lady, your sister.
So, I finally get to meet the guy who shot me.
I could apologize, but I guess I wouldn't do too much good at this point.
Not much.
Would you have shot me too if you'd had a gun?
Probably.
Why'd you agree to come here?
I wanted to see what kind of man my sister was in love with.
And?
Frankly, I don't know what she sees in you.
That makes two of us.
If they send you to prison, it's going to break Elena's heart. You know that, don't you?
You mean when they send me to prison, don't you?
Well, it's always possible they might get you off.
You really believe that?
Stranger things have happened. Like me standing here talking to the man who shot me.
Yeah?
And don't forget, Pete Parnell took the rap for that Bernie Stokes murder, and your killing Chris Shaw is supposed to be an accident. Or so you say.
It was.
So there's the kidnapping of Elena and the shooting of me. Elena says you saved her life on 2 occasions. So I guess a really good lawyer might just be able to get you off. Not that I want to see that.
You should be telling that to her, not me. Because someone's got to convince her that I'm not worth the trouble. She's better off without me.
That's Caleb. Well, I told Jenny I'd talk to him. Maybe he'll hang up. Marshall Ranch.
Hello there, Lorraine. How are you?
Bubba?
Now, don't you hang up on me. You and I got a little talking to do, sugar. I know you're all alone down to the ranch. You hang up on me while I come down there and talk to you in person.
Where are you? You're supposed to be in Mississippi.
Pretty smart, huh? Everybody in Houston thinks I left town.
What do you want?
Well, first of all, I want to tell you how sorry I am about your kitten. I didn't want to kill it. But see, I had to teach you a lesson. Now, if you don't give me what I want, you're gonna end up just like that little kitten. Are you there, Lurleen? I want you to talk to me. I want to know that you hear every word I'm telling you. And I want to know that you're sorry about them lies you told that got me arrested.
They weren't lies.
I'm going to make you pay for it. I'm waiting, and I'm watching, and I'm going to make you pay. Now you think on that, little lady. You say anything about this telephone call? Well, you just better not. Because remember, I'm watching.
Hi, Lilene.
Who's on the phone? Was it Barrett or Steve? Hello? No. Lurleen? Lurleen!
You never know what life's gonna throw in front of you. A lot of things can happen. Now, I can't give you a wedding ring. There's something I want you to have.
Joe.
I want you to have it. I can't ask you to be my wife. But I just want you to think of me when you wear it. That's all I ask.
Dr. Weber, 894. Did you talk to him?
Elena, you can't make a guy like that defend himself if he doesn't want to.
Well, did you talk to him about how important...
Yeah, we talked.
And you didn't get anywhere with him?
Not really.
Well, maybe he'll change his mind or something. You think there's a chance of that?
I don't think so. But then again, maybe we can.
If you talk to him, maybe that'll help him change his mind.
Well, I don't know about that.
Ricky, if they send him to prison, I don't know what I'll do.
You really love him, don't you?
He loves me, too.
Yeah, he does.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Ruby.
How you feeling?
Oh, not so good. I think I'm coming down with a cold or something.
You don't look like it. You look fine.
Well, I don't feel fine.
You know, we never got around to discussing our plans about getting rid of Billy Joe as co-host of the show.
We didn't?
Mm-mm. Don't you remember? After you called your wife, you fell asleep.
Call my wife? Oh, yeah. No, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
So I was wondering if maybe tonight after the show we could get together and we could talk about my plans a little more.
Sure. No, I don't think so, Ruby. I can't talk right now. I gotta go over these bios of guests on the show, and later maybe. I can't concentrate.
Well, it's no wonder. After the way they've been treating you, don't you worry about that. We're gonna fix everything. By the time we're through, everybody from Vicki Bellman on down is gonna know how important you are to this show.
Not anybody's going to know anything unless I make it through this show, and I don't think I'm going to make it through this show.
Oh, of course you're gonna make it. You're gonna be fine. But just come down over here and try to sit down and relax. I got the perfect thing for you.
What's that?
It's coffee.
Well, coffee's not going to do me any good now.
This coffee will.
Welcome back. This afternoon, we're very pleased to have one of this nation's foremost authors of children's books, a woman whose name has become a household word in household word in homes all over this country, Mrs. Bobo Wanamaker.
BB.
What's that? Oh, of course, BB. Mrs. Wanamaker has agreed to talk to us this afternoon on the occasion of the publication of her 10th novel, Toadstool Revisited.
That's Toad Hall.
Are you going to run this show or am I?
Phil's just joking with you, Mrs. Wanamaker. Of course, he knows every one of your novels by name. As a matter of fact, Phil was just telling me the other day. He said, he's been a B.B. Wanamaker fan for years now.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just had a little argument, though, because Phil says that Toad Hall is one of your best books, if not the best, and, of course, my personal favorite happens to be the Priceless Princess.
A Priceless Princess is a real gem.
Yeah, it is. As a matter of fact, I love all your books. As a matter of fact, I think you're the only author who can make all those fairy tales seem real. As a matter of fact, just as real as all them people I grew up back in Waco with.
Really? I'm delighted to hear that.
Tell me, Miss Wanamaker, how is that you got started writing children's books?
Yeah, tell us. No, don't turn your back to me. I'm still one of the hosts of this show.
Well, I started writing children's books 15 years ago. My daughter, who was 8 at the time, was home with the flu. So I just started making up this little story.
I don't believe this is happening.
Well, you better believe it because it's happening.
She asked me to write it down so she can have it with her always.
That seems like a real sweet story.
Yeah, it is. Sweet.
So, was this the book that launched your career?
This is Ben. Yeah, I want you to call Joan Roberts. I want you to get her down here right away. That's right, Phil's wife. Yeah.
Read it to her schoolmates and her teacher.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Really, a most extraordinary thing happened.
Let's get to the point, will you? We don't have all day.
Phil's just kidding with you again, Miss Wanamaker.
I thought you wanted to hear your brother sing.
Looks like Phil Roberts is drunk. So, what'd you think of my brother?
Well, for a guy who must hate my guts, he was pretty nice.
He doesn't hate you.
I wouldn't bet on that if I were you.
He said he didn't get anywhere with you.
You mean by getting a lawyer?
Mm-hmm. He said you were very stubborn and that you were going to stick with the one that the state appointed to handle your case.
That's right. I'm not going to have you throwing your money away on a lawyer.
Joe, I wouldn't be throwing my money away.
I don't want you spending money on me.
I wouldn't just be spending it on you. It'd be on us.
Elena, there's not going to be any us. When are you going to understand that?
Don't say that.
I'm only saying it because it's true. I'm a criminal. For the next 20 years, I'm going to be in prison. And I don't want you throwing your life away on me.
I'm going to stick by you, Joe. And there's nothing you can do to stop me from that.
Oh, yes, there is. I refuse to see you. You're going to have to forget about me.
How can I forget about the man who asked me to be the mother of his children? Tell me that, will you, Joe?
Oh, Elena.
We were going to go to Mexico. We were going to have that little white adobe house with a big yard so our kids could run around and play in it. Am I supposed to forget about all that?
Yeah.
Elaine, who was on the phone? It was Bubba, wasn't it?
I can't talk about it.
Honey, if he called and frightened you,
He is not going to frighten me anymore. I'm going to find that man and I'm going to kill him.
No, that's not the solution, Elaine.
It's the only way to stop him.
No, it's not. Let me have the gun, please.
It's mine.
I know. Let me have the gun. Honey, look, I know you're scared, but you're going to get yourself killed.
He killed the kitten. Bubba killed the kitten and he's going to do the same thing to me.
No, we won't let him hurt you, I promise.
Bubba's in Mississippi.
He's not in Mississippi. He's right here in Texas. He's in Houston and he's watching me.
Honey, you're safe here with us.
I'm not safe. I'm not safe anywhere.
Yes, you are. Bubba can't hurt you as long as one of us is with you.
Let me have the gun, please.
I have to find him. I have to find him.
Ryan's going to take the gun, and he's going to call the sheriff.
he have to kill the kitten? Why?
I don't know. I don't know, but the sheriff's going to find Bubba. They're going to arrest him and put him in jail. And he's never going to be able to frighten you or hurt you again.
I want to talk to you, Phil. Well, I don't want to talk to you. You think it was easy, didn't you? Well, it takes a real pro to do this thing every day.
Somebody better start pumping that guy full of black coffee.
I've had enough black coffee.
Come on, let's clear out of here.
Sure.
Oh, hi, Joni.
Phil, I want everybody out of here. Right now.
Sure, Joan. I want to see everyone in rehearsal room B right now, please.
Well, who's that?
It's Mrs. Phil Roberts. I've seen her around the studio before, and I think you're right. I think we better go.
Sorry about your kitten, Darlene. I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson. Unless you let me do what I want, you're gonna end up just like this little kitten's gonna end up. We're gonna make you pay. Just like the kitten's gonna have to pay. You're gonna pay, Darlene.
No. Jenny! Jenny!
Lurleen? Honey. Oh, honey.
Bubba was here with the kitten.
No, he wasn't. You're just having a bad dream, that's all. You're safe now. Nothing's gonna harm you.
Bubba's gonna kill me.
He's not gonna kill you, honey. Do you really think that we'd let him near you?
Ryan took the gun away from me.
I know that.
Will you get it back for me, Rena? Please.
You don't need the gun, Lurleen. Come on now. I told you you're safe. I think maybe you should just try to relax and rest a while. Okay? I'll stay here with you.
Where's Jenny?
She's downstairs with Ryan. She'll be up in a minute. She's talking to the sheriff.
Can I talk to Lurleen now?
No, not now. I just gave her a sedative. She's sleeping.
Jenny's told you everything that Lurleen said about Bubba's phone calls, about his threats, and about his killing her kitten. It's obvious the man's sick, and he's not going to stop until he winds up hurting her.
Well, I've told the deputy to pick Bubba up for questioning.
Questioning?
Well, we can't arrest someone for allegedly killing a kitten.
It's a lot more serious than that, Sheriff.
Well, we'll bring him into the office and have him booked on harassment or whatever else we can come up with. But I just don't know how long I can keep him in jail.
And what do we do then? Do we wait until he rapes her or kills her
do
before
what I can.
But you can't keep him in jail?
If the judge grants bail, there's just no way I can hold him.
Yeah, until he terrifies her again, then we have to bring new charges against him, right?
I'm afraid that's it. I'm sorry.
I don't want your sympathy, Sheriff. I want that girl protected.
I promise I'll do the best I can.
That may not be enough.
Honey, we're going to find a way to protect her.
Ryan and I just took a gun away from her. Now, maybe we didn't do the right thing. Maybe we should give it back to her.
No, please don't do that. You'll just be asking for more trouble.
The sheriff's right. We just have to let the law handle this.
If anything happens to that girl, I'm holding you responsible. And you didn't ask Ruby for the coffee?
No, sweetheart. She came to me. She gave it to me. It was her idea.
She gave it to you and you drank it.
Well, I wouldn't have gotten through the show any other way. I was coming apart at the seams. I was shaking.
You're a fool, Philip. And I'm an even bigger fool. Because if I had half the brains I was born with, I'd walk out on you right now.
Don't say that, darling. I need you.
I know you do. But I'm not sure you realize just how much you do need me.
I do realize it. I do.
And why didn't you call me the moment you felt you needed a drink?
I would have come down here right away. You know that. I've gotten you through it before. I would have gotten you through it again.
I know.
Instead, you turn to that tramp, Ruby Wright. Philip, if you let her into the picture, there is no way I can help you.
I didn't turn to her. She came to me. It's all her fault. I didn't want that
Don't blame her, Philip. You're an alcoholic. It is your problem, and you got to learn to deal with it.
No. Ruby got me drunk. She did it on purpose.
Don't worry about Ruby. I'll take care of her.
I watched the Phil Roberts show today. That man was a basket case. My little wife did her job real well.
Well, your little wife has a lot more to do before the job's done.
Oh, I don't think so. From that show I saw, that man was finished in TV.
Phil Roberts is tough, and he's still got a big following. But I think I can handle him.
I wouldn't mind you handling me for a while. You don't have to leave right away now, do you?
I'm working on a record deal. At least that's what I told Ricky.
See at the top of the World Club?
Mm-hmm. For 2 hours.
That's good.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.